in his room half awake, half asleep. The walls of the room seemed to alter angles, elongating and shrinking alternately, then twisting around completely so that he was on the opposite side of the room. A trick of the light and too much caffeine, he thought. Then came a knock on the door. This sound was the same dark brown tone as the wood of which the door was made. At first he thought that he had imagined it, as it would not have been out of place with the other strange hallucinatory events of that night, but then it came again, only heavier this time, but with a sense of real urgency. So pulling himself up and stepping through pools of moonlight and shadow, he made his bleary way across the room towards the door, and slowly, apprehensively, raised the latch.
The latch became a fingertip, touching his own. Energy sounding as a new form, transversing the edge of his emotions. His power became his agony. His power knew no bounds. Whereas before his free self withstood its vastness, his prerogative became an endless force of the all-impossible. Spinal soulless lying in the contempt only. Even the legendary glance back would neither turn into stone in peace or save its already disintegrated goodness.
He tried to will himself back to bed. He wanted desperately to feel the reassuring, crisp white sheets once taken for granted. To be back home, safe as houses and protected by walls covered in familiar patterns. But even wallpaper had become sinister to him. He remembered staring into the paisley prints and seeing a repetition of skulls. At night he would listen to the click of heels on concrete outside and try to imagine the facial features of the unseen figure. He would always see his own face, and now the realization of this prophecy rang terrible and true. For at this moment it was indeed his own feet that filled the shoes. Shoes that no man would want to wear.
Into the hills then! Into the hills then, to search for another search as close the arrow goes. Into Bauhaus, of course. Under the billowing leaves, under the dreadful birds, the singing soil, the decrepit babies, the unhappy new loves, the preaching apathetics, to long lost lovers, never to discern savoring mothers.
The light.
In fact, are the guilty clouds that he would move into a playground.
A sense of moonlight and shadow.
Over the starch suds. To the cold motors
Wallpaper had become sinister to
right
him.
to his middle eye.
The click of heels.
White wood, rainbow's middle,
This
his destination, or life's drumstick